Hey guys, I'm Maddie and welcome back to my channel. To be quite fair, I don't know if I did an intro to this video. I don't think I did. We start off doing chores, I think. But I just wanted to say hi. Thank you for joining. It's breakfast time. Honestly, breakfast is probably my least favorite meal of the day. I feel like there's not a lot of variety. That's also probably on me, but for breakfast we're doing good old reliable. That is yogurt with protein powder and topped with some peanut butter. You cannot see that, and it's very liquidy, so if I try to show you, it's gonna go everywhere. But, oh, there we go. Peanut butter, some yogurt. The protein powder I just finished off this morning is the Revolution Nutrition cookie dough pie. This is the vegan. Don't really love the vegan, if I'm being honest. The texture is weird. It's a little bit grainy. The flavor is really good. It's just a texture thing for me. And then I'm gonna top it off with some Special K. For a little bit of carbs. I'm not measuring my Special K. I measured my yogurt, 175 grams. It was actually closer to like 160, and then 15 grams of peanut butter. Then just a little sprinkle of some Special K. Bon appetit. I do have to go to the doctor's, so I need to leave in like 15 minutes most, and I'm not dressed or anything. It is just for a vaccination, so I don't have to get really ready, and then I'm just coming right back home after, so I'm gonna be in and out. Made it to the doctor's office. They're doing construction here. I think they're doing an addition. Well, obviously they are doing an addition. So there is not much parking at all. I actually got one at the office. Does not happen. I have spent so much time here these last few months, couple months. But today I need to get a booster for the MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella. I had all the vaccinations growing up, but I'm not immune to one of them. I think it's measles. I have no immunity to, so I have to do another booster for that. I have my paperwork I need them to sign. Yeah, it's really nothing too exciting today. But I just thought I'd bring you along with me. The drive here wasn't great. It's really snowing out. Nobody in the ditch. That's a bonus. I didn't go in the ditch. That's good. Why, I think I talked about this earlier or in a different vlog, but why I need to get, I don't think I said it here, why I need to get the vaccinations is for my placement for school. I'm a student. I'm in school for medical lab assistant. So that's like dealing with people's bodily fluids, blood, other fluids that secrete, and like analyzing them, looking at them. So like if you go to a life labs, I'd be the person drawing the blood. Eventually I would like to go back to school and become a technologist, which is doing the actual like analytical side of it and the diagnostics, one step at a time. So I have a placement for school in a hospital or a life labs, and I will be handling fluids that are possibly have issues and diseases with them. So I need to make sure I'm covered so I don't get sick. Obviously we use all the PPE, but that's stuff you don't want to play around with, like blood with HIV or with AIDS, or dealing with people's sexually transmitted diseases, or just anything. Gotta make sure we're all good. But I should probably head in now because it's almost 9:15. That hurt so much. It burned so bad. It's a live vaccine and it goes under your skin. I got it in the back of my right arm. Woo! It felt like so much going in, and like it was on fire. Okay, but that's done. Now we're gonna go back home. I'm trying to decide if I want to stop for coffee, get a large regular, or if I just carry on home. I have a lot of schoolwork to do today. So do I go get a coffee to prepare myself for the schoolwork? I think so. And I was so brave. I was so brave going in there. I didn't even cry when I got my vaccine. I'm not afraid of needles at all. It just burns. It doesn't feel nice, but yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go get myself a coffee from Tim Hortons.
Hi, welcome to Modern. Can I take your order?
Hi, can I please have a large regular coffee?
Sure.
Which 605?
There's 210.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Okay, that was so fast and you were on a huge ass angle. We're not really aesthetic around here, but cheers! I'm so excited. So excited for coffee. That's friggin' hot. Well, today has taken a bit of a turn. It is 2:45. I got home at about 10:30. Where's the day gone? Where's the day gone? So when I got home, I worked on a paper. For my program, we have to do one general elective. So for mine, I chose cults and terrorism. So I had a paper due today that I needed to finish because why wouldn't I leave things till the last minute? I wasn't stressed about it. It was pretty easy. I just had to like do a couple finishing like summaries of my resources, but still needed to be done. And I needed to write a reflection about it. I'm not super confident in that paper. There wasn't a whole lot of like guidelines for it. It was like a bit of a free-for-all. So I don't know how that's gonna go. And then after that, I took a bath and read some of my book. I'm currently reading A City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Is that her name? Cassandra Clare. But now my nose is really itchy. I have a Diet Coke. I'm gonna be so honest. I took an hour nap. A little bit over an hour, actually. I don't know, I just really hit a wall and I didn't have any ambition to do anything else. I'm just in a little bit of a slump right now. I think it's like a post-exam hangover because I went so hard studying for my 3 tests, midterm type of thing. Now my body is just like shutting down because I struggle with going from like 0 to 100 and then from 100 back to 0. I don't have much of a middle ground, which is one of my biggest faults. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do have 2 other, well, 1 assignment and then 1 discussion post I have to do yet, but those aren't due until Sunday, and today's Friday. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna work away on those. And then I also have to work tonight and I work this weekend, so it's a bit of a busy time. But my room is a freaking disaster and I did 3 loads of laundry today. Because I also have been avoiding doing laundry and I needed clean work clothes to go to the barn. So I think what I'm gonna do is put on some Shameless and then clean my room. Put shit away because I have been avoiding that as well. Frick, and my chest is so sore from the gym. I went to the gym, well, I went to the gym yesterday and did legs. My legs are not bad, but I did chest press. Oh, I was really giving it my all. I gave it 110% and I am feeling it in my yitties. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Chores are done and it's only 9:30. I got done in good time today. Let's head home. But for a snack on the way home, let me just get it. I have a banana chocolate chip muffin because I always need a snack after chores. It's just what I do, even at night. Where's my other snack? Oh yes, I put it in here. And a Pure Protein chewy chocolate chip protein bar, 20 grams. Let's go home. Let's go home and shower. I drank all my coffee, so I have none of that left, but chores went great. No new calves, got to feed a couple calves. Milking went good. I didn't get shit on, so that's always an accomplishment. Didn't get shit on or peed on. Yeah, nothing exciting. Boring chores is a good chore because if it's exciting, then that usually means something went off course. Or there's a new calf. That's exciting too, but that just means more work too. Pros and cons, baby, pros and cons. I'm a little bit delusional. I've been up since 3:30. So I've already been up for 6 hours. And I still have to go to class this afternoon until 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Anyways, I digress. Let's go home. I'll chat with you at home. We're home now. It is almost 10:30. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to shower. Today's hair wash day, but before I shower and wash my hair, I need to deal with this chicken. I got this out of the freezer the other day. So what I do is I buy big packages of chicken from Costco, and then I vacuum seal it and put it in the freezer. So this is from December 11th, almost 2 months ago. These are just whole chicken breasts in here. There's 3 of them. So I'm gonna cut this open and try not to get the juices everywhere, but also I wish you could see what I was doing, but it's either you see me or you see the chicken. So we're just gonna see me. Chicken does not give me the ick. I know some people get really grossed out when like dealing with raw chicken. I'm not one of those people. But what I do is I take a chicken breast and then I'm gonna cut it in half. Cut it in half widthwise so that they're thinner, but still like the same thickness, but just down here. Does that make sense? That probably makes sense and I'm just over explaining it now, but that way they cook faster because chicken breasts take a long time to cook. Like, who cares if it's not even? We can just take out the more done ones sooner. This is not a pretty process. To be honest, I'm just like basically sawing away at this chicken breast. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh, that is so ugly, but whatever. When I put these in the freezer, I do season them with like a little bit of salt and pepper, but obviously the part that we're cutting won't be seasoned, so I'm gonna add more pepper and some garlic salt. So like, this is not even at all, but whatever. Now you can see my chicken. And then just top it with pepper and then some garlic salt. And then this is gonna go in the oven on high broil for like 10-ish minutes per side, honestly until it's done. I don't use a meat thermometer, I probably should, but I just cut into them when I think they're close to being done, and usually I'm pretty close. I would like to go wash my hair right now, but I'm afraid I'm gonna be in the shower longer than what my chicken's gonna take, and I really don't want burnt chicken. Because this is going to be my protein source for the week. Yeah, so 3 breasts give me 6 pieces of chicken, and that's usually enough for like 1 meal. Sometimes I'll use a little bit less, but typically half a breast per meal. And that'll last me like 4 days, basically 4 or 5 days, depending what I eat. I also do switch it up. I like to use canned tuna as well, or any leftovers from supper like ham, steak, roast, whatever we have for supper the night before. Meatballs, we have meatballs right now. Yeah, I don't really necessarily meal prep, I ingredient prep, and I also just have a ton of frozen veggies in the freezer. So I'll just pull some of those out, microwave them real quick. I have some sweet potatoes for like carbs or rice, or honestly just bread I'll have too. I just keep it very simple, especially because I am so busy right now with school and work. I don't have a lot of time to spend making meals, even though I really love cooking and I love being in the kitchen. Just right now, it can't be a priority of mine because I have a lot of other things that I need to put my time and energy into. That being said, I would like to be productive for the next 20 minutes. Oh, I guess I could go over my notes for today. See, part of me is like, oh, I'll just sit down and watch some Netflix and just do some scrolling, but I have a lot of stuff I need to get done this week. I just finished up 3 tests last week, and not that I necessarily felt underprepared. I just feel like I could have been more prepared going into them and not try to cram so last minute my studying, even though I wasn't and I didn't feel crammed or rushed. I just know I could have maybe set myself up a little bit better, taken some of that like pressure off. So what I want to start doing is rewriting my notes after every class, and doing like little study guides for each unit as we finish them, not trying to do it all within the few days before my test, which I did last time. So now that things have slowed down, which they haven't really, but that I don't have any tests coming up. Well, that's a lie. I have a test tomorrow and another one next week. But now that things are like, we're getting back into like new units and new concepts that'll be on the next test, I want to try to implement these new study habits now. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put on some music, find my speaker, put on some music, and get to writing my notes. Because this is stuff that I've already learned. I'm not reteaching it to myself, so it doesn't, like, I don't have to be as focused while doing it, so I can potentially like watch TV or have a podcast on or listen to an audiobook. It's more so just refreshing my memory, if that makes sense. It's not new concepts that I'm trying to learn for the first time. It's stuff that I just want to go over again, so it doesn't necessarily need my undivided attention, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm rambling now and avoiding doing this, and it's already been almost 5 minutes. Okay, anyways, I'll chat with you when I'm doing something. Hair's washed, I've been showered, and I have to head to school soon. But since I'm there, technically I have class from 3 until 8. Usually we're done around like 7:30, 7:15-ish. But it's a long time, and it's almost 12:30 now, so I'm planning on heading out soon. So all of that being said, I pack a lunch. I bring food with me because I don't like buying food out, and it's just easier, save money, eat better. So I have a banana. I have a banana bread bear paw. I have a Diet Coke. I'm also gonna grab an energy drink to bring with me, and I'm probably gonna get a coffee too. I do have a caffeine problem. Not the point of this video. And then for my main like meal, you cannot see it at all, but in here what I have is some mashed potatoes, the chicken breast that I made. Then I topped it with some avocado, some dill pickles, and some mustard. This is a comfort meal for me right now, especially the chicken, avocado, pickles, and mustard. So good, so freaking good. But yeah, I just pack it in this little lunch pail. I'm not gonna put an ice pack in it because I do just leave this in my vehicle, and it is -7 out. So one pro of wintertime is not putting an ice pack in your lunch pail. I also have my water bottle, my bag's packed. We are gonna make a stop first before we go to school. I don't know if you saw an Indigo 20% off, whoop whoop, from when I got my copy of Onyx Storm. So exciting. So there is a few books that I'm hoping to get. I hope they have them in stock, fingers crossed. But other than that, I think I'm good to go. I think I have everything. My laptop's charged, my iPad's charged, I have some notebooks, I have my Kindle just in case I want to read for a little bit. Yeah, that's all. Let's get the show on the road. Looking a little crazy, but I just got out of the mall. Oh boy, oh, I did some damage, but to be fair, I have 6 books I need to post on Facebook Marketplace to sell. So I'm banking on making some money back, half my money, but yeah, I got the hardcovers of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have been looking at this for so freaking long because I love hardcover books. They're my favorite. I don't like paperbacks because I find they're so flimsy, and I don't know, I just don't like them. I like the thickness and the durability of hardcovers. So That's me justifying. And I had my 20% off today that I got when I told you this already. So this was what, these were originally like $195. Oh, she didn't ask me if oh, I forgot. Well, that kind of sucks. I was gonna use my plum points because I had $20 in plum points. That is really too bad. She didn't even ask me. Usually they ask, but we were caught up chatting, so that sucks. I didn't even think about it until now. That's on me too. Anyways, so yeah, these are regular $195, and it was 20% off plus my 10% off with my Plum Plus membership. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of out of it. And then I've been also looking for a new bag. So I got this little, it's like a miniature tote bag, kind of. Gosh, I got so much shit in here. Okay, so there's this little tote bag. It's black. The brand is Bagoo. But I have a purse, but it's too small. And then I don't have like anything in between this, like my purse and a tote bag. So this is it. I'm so sorry the lighting is so shitty. The handle says the brand too. This was $65. 65? $65. I did some damage today. And then because I spent over 40, the bar was not very high. I got this free tote bag and it says, reading is sexy. Yes, yes it is. It's just this cute little tote bag. It has like an indigo tag on the side. Nothing too crazy, but oh my God, I'm so hot. Not even really, my cheeks are just very flushed. I get like that when I get a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, now it's time to head to school and have some buyer's remorse for spending almost $200. I think my total was like $195. $193 actually. So technically with my discounts, I got the bag for free, but I wasn't even gonna go in there and buy the bag. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? This is why I work. This is why I work to make money. I'm actively going through not even really buyer's remorse, just like, that's a lot of money I just dropped in there. $200. $200. Okay, well, on that note, let's go to school and I can distract myself with studying. Be productive. Productive avoidance. I have to sneak those in my house so people don't see I spend more money on books because I'm supposed to be on a book buying ban. Oh, but the books I'm posting on Marketplace to sell is my paperbacks of A Court of Thorns and Roses and one of my hard copies of the deluxe version of Onyx Storm, because I went to the midnight release party, but then I also pre-ordered one on Amazon. And I don't need two of the deluxe copies because I also have one of the regular hard covers, so I don't need duplicates. Happy Tuesday. It is 11:15 and I'm planning on going to the gym at like noon, maybe a little bit after noon. So we're gonna make one of my favorite pre-workout meals, snacks. And that is some good old cream of wheat with protein powder and some honey. I'm doing a little bit different today because usually I would microwave my cream of wheat, but it always explodes on me and overflows the bowl. We're just gonna walk through this together. I'm gonna show you how I make my cream of wheat. And we're going to do 40 grams, which is about 1/4 cup, and just add a little bit of salt. Okay, well that's that. We are gonna pause until my kettle boils. While we wait for the kettle to boil, I'm going to make my whey drip, not whey drip. Making a whey drip, oh my God, I can't talk today. Words are hard. Using a whey drip, you would typically use whey protein, but I do have some, but I want to try this different one. We're going to be using Revolution Nutrition, as I always do. This is the Vegan Smart chocolate cake. I was using the same kind, but chocolate cookie dough pie. I have since finished that, so. One thing I don't love about this kind of protein, the vegan one, is that it doesn't like mix very well. It kind of stays like chunky or grainy, like it doesn't get that drippiness to it that a typical, oh, I almost spilled that. That a typical whey drip will get like, so that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna add water to this now. You'll get the idea of it. You just have to add a ton more water. But like, I don't know if you can see that. Like it gets like chunky. A whey drip with the amount of water I just added would get the consistency of icing. This, not so much. Okay, we're getting there. This is kind of what you want it to be like, a little like droopy. I am gonna put this in the freezer to hopefully thicken it up a little bit. I feel like all of the vegan protein kind of has like a bit of a weird taste to it. The Highway I love. The reason why I got the vegan is because I wasn't sure if the Highway was contributing to my acne, which I don't think it was. So that kind of sucks now that I have to go through all of this, but the flavor of the regular whey Revolution Nutrition is top tier. I've had quite a few of theirs. The chocolate peanut butter, and now I'm on birthday cake. Love both of their flavors, but yeah, the vegan, don't really recommend that one. Not for me personally. But it is nice that they have that option for you if that's something you're looking for. That's a good sound. Kettle is boiled. I don't know how much water to put in. Oh wow, this is puffing up so fast as I'm just casually holding literally boiling water. I've never used the kettle. I'm gonna just let this sit for a few minutes to get nice and chunky. So I didn't really want to go to the gym today. Quite frankly, I'm like, oh, I could just go tonight after work, but I'm like, well, I have class early tomorrow morning. I have class at 8 a.m. So am I really gonna want to go tonight and then have to get up early? Probably not. So I'm like, well, let's just go and get it done now. I think I'm going to do a pull day. I haven't done one of those in a while. I've recently done a push and then I did legs last time I was there. Did anybody else watch the Super Bowl? I didn't really. I watched the halftime show and then watched a little bit of the third and then I went to bed because I had to work Monday morning. So yeah, anyways, I think Thursday was the last time I went to the gym. So it's been a little bit of wheat. Oh my gosh, why is talking so hard today? Honestly, I had a test this morning and that kind of took a lot of brain power, but now we're gonna plop our protein on top. It's like a loose pudding. And then a little bit of honey. And there you have it. The honey's kind of a weird addition, but maybe I would have done maple syrup next time. I promise I have done other stuff. Time has passed since I last talked to you. I'm making my pre-workout drink. So I have the Revolution Smokin' Hot Uprising. This is also a thermogenic as well as a pre-workout. And then I mix in a teaspoon of glutamine and a teaspoon of creatine. I'm gonna sip on this, get changed, and then head to the gym. I'm not having a good time right now. I look bald. The gym is fine. Just nothing was working in my favor. I tried to record myself on the treadmill or on the Stairmaster, whatever it's called. I was trying to record the end of my workout and as I was pulling out my phone to, get my little clip, I forgot that when you set a timer, the treadmill stops very abruptly when that time is done. So I set my little clock for 5 minutes and it was like 4:55 and I was gonna pull out my phone to film the last little bit. As I'm pulling out my phone, the freaking treadmill, the freaking stair climber just stops. Dead ass stops. I almost fall off and the gym was so busy. So I shook. Oh, it was awful. And then, yeah, the gym was just so busy. I don't know why. It's a Tuesday at 1:45 when I went there. It is never that busy. Oh my God, I don't know what was going on. And the gym is behind our arena. They're not in the same building, but you have to drive through the arena parking lot to get to the gym. The arena was so busy. I don't know what was going on, but the parking lot was full. And some dude left his tailgate down on his truck, so I could barely even fit through because I drive a big ass SUV. Just was having a good time. Oh, and then this is just a little vent session. And then to top it off, I am on the very last set of my very last exercise. And then I get a phone call because I forgot today was my 2-week checkup from my LASIK, from my laser eye surgery. So they needed to call me just to confirm everything's dandy and that I can still see and that my healing is going well. So I had that phone. So I missed their call because I was in the gym. I'm like, it's so busy. The music is so loud. Like, do I answer it? But then I'm like, I'll let it go to voicemail and then I'll just call them back right away. Well, I called back like twice and nobody picked up. I'm standing outside in the freezing cold in a little tank top. And then I call back again. Finally they pick up, but then trying to get through to the person I needed to talk to, I was on hold for so long and then the wrong person picked up. So they had to put me back on hold. And then they're like, is everything doing good? I'm like, yeah, everything's great. No issues. Okay. And that was it. That was freaking it. Oh, okay. Anyways, thank you for coming to my little TED Talk vent session. Time for lunch. I'm gonna eat one of the chicken breasts that I meal prepped yesterday and a sweet potato. Look at how big this sweet potato is. I know everybody's like, oh my God, it's the size of my head. Well, you can't really tell how big my head is. So just take my word that this is quite large. This is a big old sweet potato. I'm gonna microwave it because I love microwaving sweet potatoes. Oh, you know what'll be good? Actually, this could go either good or really bad because of the day I'm having. I was gonna say I'll take out some of my anger and just stab my sweet potato, but with my luck, I'm gonna miss the sweet potato and stab my hand. So I'm gonna angrily stab it with caution. Yeah, so you just poke your sweet potato with a fork all over. And then I think I'm gonna microwave it for like 8 minutes. It probably will take longer because of how large and in charge this is. I'm not eating lunch yet. I'm still in the process of making lunch, but I was watching a YouTube video and something hit me. I have started an audiobook, a new audiobook that I got through my library, which I'm very, very surprised my library has it. 1 second. 1 second. I forgot that I actually own this book too, and that is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I don't know if this is considered a dark romance or like what it is, but it's a dark book. Essentially what happens is this chick and her name is Cora. Cora and Dean Asher. So we have Cora Lawson and Dean Asher. Cora's sister is engaged to Dean, and 4 weeks before their wedding, they're doing like an engagement party, I think. And essentially Dean and what's her name? Mandy is her name. Mandy's sister, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm having a very difficult time speaking. Mandy is Cora's sister. Dean and Mandy are engaged. So 4 weeks before the wedding, they're at an engagement party. Cora ends up at the engagement party and doesn't have a ride home, so she tries calling Mandy, no pick up. She tries calling some other people, they don't pick up. Essentially, she resorts to calling Dean, and they're like enemies. They just never got along all throughout high school. And then Dean comes and picks her up. On the way home, they get freaking kidnapped. Yeah, they get kidnapped, and then they're held hostage in this man's basement. I don't know if they fall in love or like have some sort of trauma bond and then they end up together. I really don't know. I feel like I heard that, but I could be very wrong. We're gonna find out. But yes, anyways, as I was saying, this is a very dark book. Like, she's already been raped by her kidnapper, and like they're chained to a pipe in his basement, and check your trigger warnings going into this. But it's a dark book. Anyway, so I digress. I'm surprised my library has this because I don't have a lot of dark romances. I just feel like that's not really a genre public libraries carry, but mine did, very surprisingly. So I'm on chapter 6 right now. That's about 15% of the way through. So yeah, about 40 pages in. Oh, I think I'm putting pieces together just by reading the back. This is why I don't read the back of the book, because I like to go in 100% surprised and 100% just full in without tainting my reading experience. I don't really, yeah, anyways. I'm gonna put these on because I also have some stuff I need to do around the house, and I would like to not be stuck watching a YouTube video and actually be productive today. Because I do have to leave for chores in like an hour and a half. Lunch is ready, but also this book, the one part I thought that was gonna happen is happening. It's like weird to think about because what they're going through is obviously awful and terrible and like so wrong. Like obviously it doesn't need to be said. But then on the other hand, I'm like looking at the romance plot line and I'm like, I just want them to be together. Like it's for the plot. That's so messed up, and it's words on a page. It's paper, it's fiction, but still what they're going through is awful and terrible. But the little romantic in me is like, oh, but they're destined to be together. The fact I'm saying this out loud, it just stays between you two. Me and you, us two. Anyways, for lunch, I have a little bowl. So I have broccoli on the bottom. It's hot. Also, this broccoli is massive. What is with the large vegetables today? First my potato and now my broccoli. Obviously sweet potato, chicken. I put some maple syrup on my sweet potato with some cinnamon and then topped it all with a little bit of mustard. Bon appetit. While we were discussing books, I figured I'd tell you what I'm reading on my Kindle. So right now I'm reading City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I don't know if I talked to you about this or not. I don't think so. If I have, I guess this clip won't make it. So if you're seeing this, I haven't told you yet. Oh my, I think I'm losing it, honestly. I think I'm losing my marbles a little bit. Okay, so this book follows Clary Frey and finding out about demons and shadow hunters. The male main character's name is Jace. So Clary's mom is like hiding secrets from her and then all of a sudden goes missing, and Clary is finding out more about both of their pasts and finding out that demons are real, vampires are real, werewolves are real, angels, and then she stumbles upon Jace and Alec and Isabel, and they kind of take her under their wings and show her the shadow hunter world. The Cassandra Clare has built a huge world. I think there are like maybe 12 books. There's like the Mortal Instrument. Okay, I'm not even gonna attempt to explain it. There on Reddit, I found a list of the reading order. It's pretty extensive. I am enjoying this book. How far am I? I definitely think I talked about this. I feel like deja vu. 67% of the way through. Like, I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to keep reading it. Will I continue this series back to back? Probably not, because I have a bunch of other books that I would like to read. But this is like a fun little teen book. I think, like, I don't think it's YA. I think it is like truly a teen book. They kiss. They've kissed so far. Jace is like older, I think. I don't even know how old he actually is, but Clary is 15 and I think Jace is like 17 maybe. I don't know, but he makes jokes about like getting it on and stuff like that. But I'm enjoying it. I am excited to be finished, to be honest, because I do want to move on to other books, but I also want to see how this book ends because I am interested. Like, when I'm reading it, I'm enjoying it, but it's not a book where I can't put it down. Like, I am able to put it down and go do other things. Like, yes, there are some points where I'm like, oh, one more chapter, just one more chapter. Oh, I'll just finish this chapter. But then there is also points where I can go an extended amount of time without reading it and not feel like I'm missing out or that I need to pick it up right now. It is also a pretty long book, 528 pages, and I'm on 349. Like I said, it's a good book. I'm enjoying it. I think I would have really loved it reading it when I was younger. I think it is just a little too immature for me right now in my life. But don't get me wrong, I still love those books. Like it gives like Percy Jackson vibes, which are like a nice comfort read. So I do wish I read it for a first time when I was younger and like get the nostalgic feeling. But going at it for the first time when I'm like my age kind of takes away from the experience a little bit, I think. Maybe as the series go on, they do like pick up a little bit. To be fair, this is the very first book, so still getting things sorted. So not to say I will never read those books, because I probably will finish this series at some point. It's just not a huge priority of mine right now. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this vlog here because there has been a whole lot of rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!